Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about the very well-known common topic that goes by how to level up quickly and efficiently in a video game. This edition will be Black Ops 3. Now, I'm not a big fan of this topic. I'm not a big fan of this type of video. And the reason for that is because of generally the upload date that these videos come out. And when I say that, I'm talking about if you YouTube how to level up fast or how to level up easily or efficiently or quickly in any video game, I promise you the first like 10 videos, if you look at the upload date, I promise you it's probably uploaded 1 or 2 days after the original game itself came out, which is really cheesy, really lame, very dumb. I'm not a fan of that. I've done it before in the past because I'm stupid and an idiot. And I'm sure that every YouTuber that's done this will agree with me that, you know, uploading a video on how to do well in a game very shortly after its release, like a day or two, is not really the greatest idea. Like, sure, it might bring traffic to your channel, it might get you views or whatever, but it's not a very good video. It's not a good thing to do that. And the game's been out, Black Ops 3's been out for like 6 months now, and for a long time I've wanted to give you guys my input on this topic and give you guys some of the quote-unquote cheat codes that I use that have helped me get to Prestige Master really quickly. And, you know, when playing Call of Duty, it's always a race. Everybody always wants to beat their friends to get to the Master Prestige or to a certain prestige level. And today, I wanted to help you get through that. I wanted to share with you what you can do to maybe reach that level 1000 before the next Call of Duty comes out, if that's what your goal is. So the first thing I want to talk about is score streaks. Score streaks are really important because a lot of people tend to think that you need to be very good at the game and need to try to get like GI units and motherships all the time because that's going to get you tons of kills, tons of XP. And honestly, that's not the case. And the reason for that, one time that I really noticed this was back on Black Ops 2 3 years ago. I was always on top of the leaderboards. Literally every single game we would lose, and I would still be on top because of the score streaks that I ran. And that was the UAV Hunter Killer Counter UAV. Now, obviously, there's no Hunter Killer in this game. But what I recommend absolutely is running a UAV and a counter UAV. And the reason for that is because, first off, that's not hard to get. It's extremely easy to get UAVs and counter UAVs, especially now in Call of Duty where score streaks are a thing, where you can cap a flag and get points toward your kill streaks. So UAVs and counter UAVs are extremely easy to get. Plus, you get XP for every time someone kills somebody while your UAV or counter UAV is in the air. You get like 15 points. So if you call in a counter UAV and a UAV in at the same time, every time someone gets a kill, you're getting an instant 30 XP, which is really awesome. Very easy, and it really just helps you stack kill streaks over and over again, and it's just a great way to boost XP. And this is what really got me really high on the leaderboards every single game, just by doing this strategy. Now, one thing I want to note, that like if you're focused on trying to level up really quickly and you just want to get to the highest level, you need to try not to focus on KD. I say this in a lot of my videos because people that really tend to care about their KD are going to end up screwing up and not doing this the right way, and it's going to take a lot longer. They're just not going to do it right and get really mad. So try not to focus on your KD. It's really not that big of a deal. The third kill streak I recommend running is a care package, and the reason for that is not so you can get something else. I don't like the care package because it takes a while. You kind of just have to stop playing for a couple seconds to get it, and it might not even be anything good. It might be something really stupid. But what I like doing is getting a care package, throwing it on the ground, and then running, and just continuing with the game, letting your teammates get your care package. Throw it in your spawn, let your teammates get it, and you'll instantly get XP for a share package. Now, this is something that I used to do a lot back in Modern Warfare 2 with the emergency airdrop. You know, it would drop 4 different care packages. Now, if it was like a chopper gunner or AC-130, yeah, I would probably take it. But anything else that really wasn't that amazing, I would let teammates take because I would get a ton of XP for it. And it just, you would also get challenges along the way for getting those share packages. So running a UAV, a counter UAV, and a care package is definitely a really good way to level up quickly in this game. Second thing I want to talk about is challenges. Challenges are very huge, and I see this in every single video that talks about leveling up in any Call of Duty game, and people they tend to take the challenges for granted, especially now in Call of Duty where we have this thing that'll tell you what challenges you're closest to completing. Now, they're not always 100% correct. It's not always the easiest challenge, but their algorithm will tell you which one you're pretty much closest to getting and how much XP you're going to get for it, which is extremely helpful because if you go on there, it's just something that you can keep in the back of your mind during a game. Like if you need, like say you need 100 kills with a submachine gun. If you're using a submachine gun, just keep that in the back of your head, you know, 100 kills, you know, easy challenge. Now, one thing I want to point out, what I like to do, now this is really smart, and I don't know why a lot of people don't do this. What I like to do is do a lot of these challenges, but don't actually complete them. For those of you that play Call of Duty all the time, you know that there's a double XP weekend like once a month. They're doing them all the time now. It's just non-stop double XP weekends. And the best thing to do is to go through these challenges, do as many as possible, but don't complete them. Get some of those big challenges that you're going to get lots of XP for, like 7,500 or 10,000, and get most of the challenges done except for finishing them. That way, when double XP weekend comes around, you can go finish those challenges and double what you would have had. And it makes it so much easier. I don't understand why so many people don't do that. And it's just something that really, really works, especially for those challenges where you get like 10,000 XP. I mean, that's 10,000 XP. That's a ton. That's so much. You can level up like 4 times with that. It's ridiculous. But do the challenges, guys. Don't just focus on the challenges. A lot of people want to just focus directly on the challenges. Use the challenges as kind of like side tasks. Just keep them in the back of your head while you're playing, while you're focused on doing other things, and that's just extra XP to come around the way there. So the third thing I want to talk about is the game mode. Game mode is pretty important as well. There's a lot of things you can play. Obviously, Chaos Mosh Pit is now in the game, which allows you to play really quick game modes on really small maps. Makes the game just so much more interesting, so much more quick, and lots of people like to play this. You can also play game modes that we've seen in the past to level up on, like Domination, Ground War, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed. I remember Kill Confirmed was like the first game mode that everybody jumped on to try to level up quickly because you could get points from confirming the kills, which again is a very good thing to do. Domination, you can just keep capping flags. Hardpoint is another really good way to get XP. Even that one stupid game mode with the robot, I don't even remember what it's called, where you escort the robot, you get mad points for staying on that robot. So if you keep moving him and keep killing people on while you're moving him, you'll just get mad XP, and it works pretty well. And those games tend to last pretty long, which gives you that opportunity to get more UAVs, counter UAVs, to get more challenges and stuff like that. But be careful when you pick your game mode. Don't go play something like, I mean, Search and Destroy will help if you're really, really good, but don't go play like, there's not Sabotage anymore. I'm trying to think of really dumb game mode. Like, don't go play Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch is definitely not a game to level up quickly on. Be smart with your game modes. They all work really, really well as long as you follow the steps that I've talked previously in the video. Last thing I want to talk about is your class setup. Now, this is one that I tend to look at as a personal preference. Obviously, if I was going to give you an opinion, I would say submachine gun. You know, if you're trying to level up really, really quick, obviously you're going to want to move around the map quicker and find more people. You're not going to want to camp, especially if you're going for UAVs and counter UAVs. There's no point to sit and spawn to try to get a UAV and a counter UAV. You might as well rush around. And submachine guns are the way to do that. And even some of the assault rifles like the KN-44 or even the Man of War, the one that I use all the time, the XR2, you can do really, really well with. And what I say is just run around the map, stay consistent, and don't camp. Don't do that. When it comes to leveling up, camping is not going to help you, especially when running those really low kill streaks. The last thing I want to touch on with your class setup is something that helps a lot that nobody does, and that is to run a launcher as your secondary. And the reason for this is because every time I'm in a game, people on the other team are doing the same thing I'm doing. They're constantly calling in UAVs, constantly calling in counter UAVs, care packages, all these dumb kill streaks that are really, really small, easy to get. If you have a launcher, all you have to do is shoot them down, you get a whole bunch more XP. It's just like calling in a UAV, you're going to get points for shooting down someone else's UAV. So run a launcher all the time, you know, especially if you're not focused on your KD, if you're just focused on leveling up, you don't really need to worry about running a ton of perks. Your goal is not to get 1,000,000 kills and not die. Your goal is to just try to get UAVs, counter UAVs, challenges, and to focus on that. You'll have an extra spot for that launcher. Make sure to run one. And it'll also help in the long run in case you get up against someone that got like a mothership or something. You can be that guy that helps take it down and not a jerk off that just runs around and lets it happen. Also, ante up. People don't run ante up. Again, I don't know why. If you have all these open spots, you might as well run it because UAVs and counter UAVs come so much more quicker because it's not hard to get them at all with ante up. But anyway, guys, these are some of the tips that I have that hopefully will help you to level up quicker in the game. If I missed anything or that you have anything you want to touch on what I talked about, make sure to leave a comment in the down bar below so I can see it and others can see it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.